Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the Netherlands and Iceland info session. My name is Janine Mustafa. I'm the regional advisor for these programs. So just a couple logistics. I am going to be recording this info session and it should be available on YouTube within the upcoming weeks if you need to reference it later. And then if you guys have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to type them into the chat. I can review at the end once I'm done because I can't see your chat as I'm going through the slides, but we should have some time at the end of the presentation for a quick discussion if you have questions. Okay. All right, so first I'm going to begin with a short general video about studying abroad with EAP. If you're here to learn about general study abroad topics, please attend one of our Study Abroad 101 info sessions. These are held every Friday from 2 to 3 p.m. And then if you're interested in learning about costs and scholarships and how to finance your program, please attend one of our costs and scholarships info sessions. These are held every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. These meetings are great if you're new to EAP and would like just a general overview introduction to our program. These topics, they will not be covered in this presentation. Okay, and now for the video.
The University of California Education Abroad Program is a UC-affiliated study abroad program offering courses in over 40 countries all over the world. Whether your major is in the humanities, engineering, sciences, arts, or social sciences, you can study abroad.
I studied abroad at the University of Cape Town in South Africa during spring term.
I studied abroad with the UC Florence program in Italy for the fall. Studied abroad at the University of Barcelona in Spain for a year.
I studied abroad in Thailand for the fall semester and in Brazil for the spring semester. So I studied abroad in 2 different programs for the whole entire year.
UC-EAP offers a wide range of program types. You can study abroad for a year, semester, quarter, or summer. You can learn or improve on a foreign language, take major, minor, or GE classes, and even do lab research or intern abroad.
I did 2 different internships. One, a public health internship in Thailand, where I followed a doctor and I saw urban, suburban, and rural healthcare within Thailand. And then in Brazil, I followed another doctor and taught in a public health internship.
I also volunteered in a township. So at the township, we worked with young students and taught them about history and about culture.
I was able to take classes in Spanish and in Catalan, which enriched my college experience because I was able to learn about Spain through a Spanish and Catalan perspective.
While on UC-EAP, you remain a UC student. This means that you'll receive credit for all your courses and your financial aid package travels with you. Your housing options vary by program. For example, you might have the opportunity to live in an on-campus dormitory, an off-campus apartment, or even with a host family.
I was one of those people who was really nervous about going abroad before I went, but I found that all of my worries melted away with the UC Florence program. The staff was really kind and helpful. My classes were a lot smaller, so I was able to get to know the people within them, and I made my best friends while I was abroad.
It's really easy to get caught up in the Isla Vista bubble and all that Isla Vista has to offer. But studying abroad through UC-EAP is a really unique way to get out of that bubble and to experience and be immersed in a different culture and to experience all that culture has to offer.
The opportunity to pick up your life and move to a different country and study there is really a chance that only students have.
How many times in your life do you think you'll have the opportunity to live in and not just travel to a foreign country? Don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For more information, visit us online or stop by our office in South Hall 2431 today.
All right, thank you for watching that general introduction to EAP. Sorry. Okay, so before we get started, I do want to take a brief moment to address COVID and its impact on study abroad. I know some students might be a little bit concerned with what studying abroad looks like during the pandemic. But I do want to assure you that as of now, all of our programs are proceeding as planned for our summer and fall 2022 term. Health and safety, it's a priority of ours here at UCAP, and we're continuing to monitor the pandemic situation worldwide. Should we ever feel that a program is not safe, that program would be canceled. But UCSB EAP, we're focusing on the future, and we are currently recruiting for our 2022-23 programs. We are hoping that these programs will run as normal, but we can never guarantee anything, especially with the current state of the world. So if we ever do consider a program to be unsafe, like I mentioned, that would be canceled. We do have about 200 students abroad right now, and we have students getting ready to go abroad for this winter, spring. So please keep in mind that applying is free. There's no cost to you. So we do encourage you to apply so you won't miss out on a chance to study abroad, given that these programs are offered during the term that you would like to go abroad. Okay. Sorry, my clicker is not cooperating well. All right, so why study abroad specifically with EAP? Well, by choosing our program, you will remain a UCSB student when you're abroad. You can also earn UC units, which ensure you'll graduate on time. If you're a financial aid recipient, all of your loans, scholarships, grants will travel with you. And we also have scholarships available to apply to. You also have an opportunity in some of our programs, or many of our programs, to do an internship or research abroad, as well as fulfill major, minor, and GE requirements. Another great benefit is that we have staff here locally and abroad to help you through all of the pre-departure and arrival processes. In addition to that, studying abroad, ultimately, it's an investment in yourself, whether that be personally, academically, or professionally. It really also helps open doors if you're interested in becoming fluent in a language. I believe that living in a foreign country is the best way to learn a foreign language. So if that's one of your goals, study abroad is a great option for you. Also, it's a chance to learn something new and challenge yourself. There's a lot of things that you can learn outside of UCSB and the Isla Vista bubble, as we call it. So this is a great chance to develop skills for unemployment, grad school, and just kind of life skills, such as being patient and understanding and more flexible. A lot of students describe their experience as really kind of boosting their confidence and gaining more independence, something that they weren't necessarily expecting to get out of their experience, but that ended up making them a more well-rounded person. Okay. So when you're picking a program with EAP, there's a few guidelines that I want you to focus on as we go through our slides. So when choosing a program, you'll want to consider the eligibility requirements, such as GPA, your class standing, major, language the courses are offered in. Our programs are also different in terms of length, the terms that they are offered, the cost, and the location. So these are all things that you're going to want to consider as I go through the details of our programs. The first program that I'm going to go over is the University of Iceland. This is our only program in Iceland, and it has recently been introduced. We have yet to have students go on this program. So the University of Iceland, it's one of the oldest and largest universities in Iceland. It's located in the city of Reykjavik. This is the capital and the largest city of Iceland, although it's actually a relatively small city and a walkable city. It's filled with restaurants, museums, tons of music venues, and parks. So this program is offered during the fall and spring and year terms. You must have a 2.85 GPA and be junior or senior standing by time of departure. Housing for this program is self-arranged, and you can choose between a dorm or an apartment. And then they offer unique courses in earth sciences, such as volcanology, geophysics, and geochemistry, as well as environmental science and folkloric studies. This program is geared towards certain majors, so it's most appropriate for students who are studying sociology, anthropology, earth sciences, and environmental sciences. You will take 3 to 4 courses, and this will equal a minimum of 24 quarter units for this program. Okay, next we're going to go over all of our programs in the Netherlands. So here's a list of the programs we offer in the Netherlands. We have immersion, themed, and one summer option available. So these are the different types of programs that we offer, and immersion programs tend to be at a local host university. In the immersion programs, you can choose from a variety of subjects and courses that are found in the university catalog. And on our immersion programs, you'll be taking classes with local and international students, okay? Our themed programs are kind of just what they are. They're focused on a specific topic. And typically these programs are, they have like a set amount of courses that you take, and there's like a limited number of courses that are curated to the program's theme. And then we also have a summer program, which is the International Summer School of Maastricht University. So some things to consider with our immersion programs is eligibility requirements, disciplines offered in English at the host university, class sizes and overall university size, location, and housing. And then we'll also go over some of the academic resources in terms of our program comparison sheets that we have available to you, course catalogs, and university course catalog. So one important thing to know is that you will want to use the resources on the UCEAP and UCSB website and the country info sheet to confirm your host preferred university offers courses in your desired subject areas that will be taught in English. With that said, not all subject areas are offered at each host university, and some subjects may be in Dutch. So for example, at Utrecht University, many STEM disciplines are taught in Dutch. Exceptions to that are geography, earth science, environmental studies. And then biology is not available in English during the fall semester for Utrecht University. Housing is provided in some programs and not in others. Utrecht University students, they must find their own housing, and it's often very competitive. So look out for that when I'm going over all of the different housing options for each program. Okay. So a quick overview of Utrecht and Utrecht University. So Utrecht is located in the central part of Netherlands, about a 30-minute train ride from Amsterdam. This is one of the oldest and largest Dutch universities in the Netherlands. The student population makes up about 30,000, so pretty large student population there. This is an immersion program that's offered during the fall, spring, and year terms. You must have a 2.85 GPA and be a junior, senior, or graduate by the time of departure. So when we talk about GPA, that must be maintained through departure. So if your GPA is lower than the eligibility requirement, you can potentially raise your GPAs as long as it's that before you depart. And then in terms of class standing, this is how many units you have, not what year you are, okay? So class size for this university tends to be large lectures and small tutorials. One thing to note is many STEM disciplines are not offered in English, like we already mentioned in the previous slide. Independent housing, typically shared apartment or student residence, and it's very competitive. This particular program has strengths in social sciences, humanities, some science such as environmental and earth sciences. No natural sciences such as like chemistry, physics, math. And then biology courses in English, like we mentioned, are only offered in the spring, and they're typically intended for advanced students. Okay. Next, we have the University College Maastricht. So a quick overview of the city of Maastricht. This is considered one of the oldest cities in the Netherlands. It's in the southern region. It's on the Belgium and Dutch border, and it's about a 30-minute drive from Germany. It's considered kind of a Euro eclectic city due to being influenced by several other countries and cultures such as France, Germany, and Spain. University College Maastricht, this is a small liberal arts college within Maastricht University. So it's a division of Maastricht University. It has about 600 students total. Many of them are international. It's an immersion program, so you're taking courses with local and UC students. You must have a 2.85 GPA, be a sophomore, junior, or senior standing by time of departure. One thing unique about some of the programs in the Netherlands is that they use problem-based learning approach. And this tends to be a lot of group work. It's kind of similar to a graduate seminar at UC. It involves working in small tutorial groups of about 10 to 12 students to discuss specific scientific and practical problems that are prepared by your faculty. It does require active participation and self-guided initiatives from students. Housing for this program is off-campus university accommodations that will be arranged by the CES. During the semester for this program, you will take 2 courses per block. This university is on the block system, so they have 2 blocks, so it ends up being a total of 4 courses. They offer regular university courses in humanities, social sciences, and life sciences, and they have strengths in anthropology, biology, economics, environmental studies, history, philosophy, poli-sci, psych, and sociology. Okay, I'm sorry, did I? Yes. All right, the next program is a themed program. This is business and economics, also at Maastricht University. Maastricht University School of Business and Economics, it's a highly ranked school in economics and international business administration. They have about 14,000 students. This program is a great match for students who want to focus on business and economics abroad. They offer courses in accounting, business, economics, entrepreneurship, finance management, and marketing. It's offered during the fall, spring, and year terms. It does require a bit of a higher GPA. You need to have a 3.0 and be a junior, senior, or a grad by departure. And you must be majoring in economics. I think I may have already mentioned that, but this is a major-based program. And they also use a problem-based learning approach. This program is also on the block system. So you'll take 2 courses per block for 4 courses total. Accommodations are off-campus university housing arranged by CES. The next program we have is also themed. This is our psychology and neuroscience and biological and life sciences, 2 different programs, both at Maastricht University. This gives you an opportunity to gain insight into the latest topics in psychology and neuroscience or biological and life science through a European perspective. You must have a 3.0 GPA and be a junior or a senior. It's offered during the fall semester or spring quarter. Another thing that you'll kind of want to pay attention to when you're looking at programs is the start and end dates to semester and quarters and how they line up with the UCSB system. Sometimes it's a little bit different, that fall programs will start in August and may go through December, January. Sometimes spring quarter programs will start a little bit later, like in February or March. So something to look out for in terms of the duration of the program. Okay. So there are major requirements and course prerequisites for these programs. For the Psych and Neuroscience, you have to be majoring in psychology or biopsychology and must have completed an introduction to psych. For the biological and life sciences, you must be majoring in biology or some type of related discipline and must have completed intro bio courses. And then some courses may have additional prerequisites as well. This program also uses the problem-based learning method, large focus on group work, as I mentioned, and problem solving. Courses also include field trips that help expose students to practical application of their studies. So some hands-on work there. And then housing, it's off-campus university accommodations arranged by CES. Once again, you will live with international and UC students. Okay, next is our summer school. So this is the International Summer School of Maastricht University. They offer courses with a European perspective taught in English, and they offer a variety of subjects such as business, public health, history, and politics. There is a required 3.0 GPA in junior, senior standing by departure. Housing for this program is off-campus university accommodations arranged by CES. You will take 2 classes in English that have a distinct international focus. And then this program as well, many classes include field trips, museum visits, and seminars on location. The strengths for this program are business, economics, psychology, art history, public health, and communication. Okay, now we have agriculture and food science. This is also a themed program, and it's located in the city of Wageningen. I think I pronounced that right, at Wageningen University. So this university has agricultural and food science programs that are ranked among the best in the world. It is the only university in the Netherlands to focus specifically on the theme healthy food and living environment. So Wageningen is a historic town along the Rhine River in central Netherlands. It's about an hour from Amsterdam. So you must have a 3.0 GPA and be a junior or senior, and this program is only offered during the fall semester. Housing is a university resident halls with local and international students. Eligible majors for this program are agriculture management and environment, environmental studies, environmental engineering, food, nutrition science, or plant biology. Oftentimes, if you have a related major, that UCEAP can be flexible in terms of accepting more majors if you don't see it listed on the website. So for academics for this program, many courses are offered in English, and this program takes advantage of the university's unique academic offerings in food technology and consumer science. So the semester is divided into 2 periods. Once again, there's a block system here. You take 2 classes each period for 4 classes total. Okay, I think that just about does it for all of our programs in the Netherlands and Iceland. So if you would like to access the academic information I mentioned today, you'll want to go to the academic portion of the programs of the website and the program and select academics. So if it's a host university like Utrecht University, you should be able to access their course catalog. And then this is where you can search for current courses, okay? Another great resource to you is our program comparison sheets. This gives you a side-by-side comparison of our programs that are available in each country. And you can find these on our website under program info. This is kind of a nice summarized view of all of our programs if you are trying to decide between one or the other. Real quick about health and safety and academic support abroad. So health and safety concerns are taken very seriously. This is our first concern. And to do that, UCAP, we monitor small local protests and large international events around the globe to ensure that our locations are safe for our students. Safety protocols are in place at our program locations, and as mentioned in the beginning of this presentation, programs will be canceled when needed if any country is considered unsafe. But please note that even with our protocols in place, UCAP can't guarantee safety. So we do have on-site orientations. Safety is addressed at these, and students are informed of where they should and should not go when applicable. We also have on-site and in-country staff support available to help you if you ever have any concerns about cultural adjustment, registration, housing, safety, etc. Okay, I went ahead and put together some deadlines for you guys, just to give you a quick overview. As I mentioned in the beginning of our slides, we are actively recruiting for summer and fall in the year 22-23 applications. All of our applications for the 2021-22 year are done. So please check our website for specific application deadline info. You will notice probably that many of our programs in the Netherlands are impacted, meaning there's limited spots available. So just kind of have that on your radar if you're interested in a program that's impacted. As you can see here, if it has a star, it has limited capacity. If there's 2 stars, it's a first come, first serve program. So you will need to apply to that as soon as possible if you're interested, let's say, in the psychology and neuroscience program. Another thing to know about impacted programs is that in the case that more students apply than there are spots, we do encourage students to have a backup option that's hopefully not impacted. And there will be a selection process for these programs that have limited spots and there are more applicants. So that selection process will be largely based off of your statement of purpose. So please choose the statement of purpose for impacted programs when you are filling out your application if you are applying to an impacted program. Okay, so just a few next steps for you guys. First and foremost, research. You do really want to hop onto the UCEAP website and delve into these programs, check out all of the requirements, what the cities are like, what the class style looks like, and so forth. And then check the application deadlines. I just gave you a quick overview of them, but go onto the UCSB EAP website and look at those specific deadlines. They are coming up here pretty soon after the holidays. So if you are interested in studying abroad, now is the time to start applying. Also, talk to your academic advisors, whether that be your major advisor, your college advisors, us at the EAP office, the regional advisors. We're here to support you and answer any questions you might need to make the application process a little bit easier for you. Also, if you don't have a passport, this should be the first thing on your list. Passports are a bit delayed right now due to COVID. They are taking about 12 weeks to process. So If you need a new passport, please do that as soon as possible. Also, I encourage you to attend more info meetings. Like I mentioned, we have our Friday info sessions, our Friday 101, and costs and scholarships. Those are great meetings for a general introduction to EAP if you're new to EAP. So please look out for that on the news section of our website. And then once you've decided on a program, you'll want to create a UC EAP application. You can do this on the UC EAP portal. And once you create your account and start your application, that's where you'll be able to view all of the documents that are required to submit your application. Okay. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. My email is janine@eap.ucsb.edu. I also have open office hours every week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. You can sign up for these on the contact us section of our website and book via QLess. And then if you would like to get any student perspectives or testimonials of students who have partaken in any of the Iceland or Netherlands, maybe not Iceland, because actually we haven't had students on Iceland yet, but any of the Netherlands programs, feel free to scan the QR code and check out those blogs of student stories. I think it's really good to kind of get a firsthand experience, someone explaining their experience to you and telling you exactly what it was like for them, other than just reading on a website. I feel like it's a little bit more valuable to get those stories from the students. And then in addition to speaking to me, you can also drop by our office anytime. We have open general advising hours during these times listed here, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 to 4, and on Fridays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have peer advisors, a few who have also studied abroad, and they'd be happy to answer any questions you may have, okay? All right, that concludes our presentation. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat or unmute yourselves, and I'd be happy to answer. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now.